Hello, and welcome to the demonstration of the new component released by Oracle, called Oracle Business Intelligence Mobile App Designer. My name is Anne Lavery. I'm a BI consultant at Peak Indicators, and today I will walk you through the features available with the App Designer. And here you can see all the types of features and techniques we are going to show you during this demonstration. Not only are we going to build a mobile app from scratch, but we're also going to show you how to publish them and make apps available for your end users. Before we start the demo, let me give you a quick overview of the App Designer. Oracle Business Intelligence Mobile App Designer is a component for designing targeted apps for both mobile phone and tablet devices. The apps run on your device's web browser. They are platform independent and require no additional software. Designers can publish new apps to the shared apps library, where users can easily access and subscribe to content of interest. Building apps is intuitive and fast to market. Developers can preview their app before publishing, which allows them to instantly see what their app will look like without the need for a tablet device. The component is available as a patch update for OBIEE 11.1171. End users must be licensed for either Oracle BI Foundation Suite or Oracle BI Mobile. Now I can take you through our demonstration.
So after applying the patch update, navigate to your global header and select New, and within Mobile Application, please choose Mobile App. Upon clicking this link, you will be faced with the opening screen of your Mobile App Designer. You will be asked to either select mobile or tablet for the creation of your app. So for our example, we will choose phone. Your next screen, you will be asked to choose what source type you want to base your app from. There's BI subject area, and you can choose from the drop-down list. Your BI Publisher data model, and clicking on the Browse button, navigate then to your BI Publisher data models. And your Excel file, again click on Browse and navigate to your Excel file. For this example, we will choose BI subject area, and the subject area then is sales orders. Once this is completed, you will be asked to automatically save your mobile app or tablet app if you've chosen that. And please do so by saving it within your My Folder section. And select OK. Once your editor is loaded, by default the cover page and the Oracle picture will be your starting point. The overall layout is easy to use and navigate through. From the left hand side we have our dimensions and facts in the folders associated to the sales order. And if you had chosen BI Publisher Data Model, your folders will be located here as well. And here we have our toolbar where we can insert new pages and components. And the App tab then, you can decide what theme you want. You can only choose between black or white at this current stage. For our app, I want to choose white. So back to insert. So if you wanted to change or update your picture and have your own company logo in, you can do so by clicking on the picture itself and clicking on Update. Navigate to your Save Image and click on Insert. You can resize your image by dragging out the image itself or by clicking on the properties, so ensure that your image is selected and expand the properties on the left hand side. The properties tab is available with any component you want to add, such as table, chart, and you can edit within here as well. Let's add a title to our app. And a subtitle. now take you through placing new pages and inserting different displays of information. So the first page I want to insert will be a 2-row page. So to do so, click on New Page and Insert. Going back to our Insert tab, the first image or feature I want to select is Table. So just select Table and drag it in. With tables you can only select 2 columns to choose, and this is due to the size of within the mobile app. However, within tablet you can choose more columns to select. Within my example I'm going to select the business group and the total revenue then of each business group. Here you can see everything is unformatted, and if you select each column then a column tab will appear and you can edit it then. You can edit your font, change your alignment, the format of your data, you can add formulas and group your data, sort, conditional formatting, and also linking, and I will explain links within a different page. For now I'm just going to select a data format and choose it to currency. However, if you notice the total isn't changed, so make sure that you've selected this and change. Then our next row, please ensure that you're selected within that row and go to Insert, and for this I want to choose Pivot Table. So there are different ways in which you can choose the pivot table. You can have row grand total, row subtotal, column grand total, and column subtotal. For my example, I want to choose row subtotal, and I'm going to choose this format. So I want to see each business group and organisation name. So the organisations then are associated to the business group. So let's drag these in. And then I want to see the year and revenue. Moving on to our next page, go along to Insert again and New Page. For this example I'm going to choose blank. Within this page I'm going to insert a filter and a chart. Again, you can drag your filter in and you will be asked to drop in the dimension. So for the filter I want to see the business groups, and then when I bring in my chart I want to see the organisations associated to that business group. So when I select the business group I want to see the revenue and the time against each organisation. So let's bring in our business group dimension. Again, I'll go along to Insert and Chart. There are many chart types in which you can choose from. They are area, bar, bubble, line, pie, circular, 3D graphs, and funnel. And there are different chart styles you can apply and the 3D effects. You can also change the legend of your chart. For this example, I want to change my chart type to line graph. And for my values and series, I'm going to select the year again, organisation name, and the total revenue. At this stage, you may want to see what your app looks like. In order to do so, please click on Save in the top right hand corner. If you do not click Save, then your work will be lost. And once it's completed, please click on Preview. As you can see, our cover page has our logo and our piece of text. In the top left hand corner is our menu button. So if we click on our menu button, we can see the pages and what we've created. So here we have our table and pivot table. And if we scroll down and select the expand button, then we can see each of the organisations associated to that business group. Our filter and chart then table page. So as we have nothing currently selected, every organisation appears. However, if we select Vision West Europe, then only the organisations associated to Vision West Europe appears. You can change the behaviour of the filter, and what I mean by this is that you can have it displayed either vertically or horizontally, and when a user selects one of the following options, they can choose to have it highlighted as we have it displayed here, which is the default, or they can have the remaining options fade, or if they select Vision West Europe, then the option can move on top. Now let's go back and add more pages, and to do so, simply click on Edit Layout. The next page I want to create will be our stoplight and tile pages. So what I mean by this is that a tile page is a good way of showing repeating data from my dimension. To enter a tile page, select on Insert, New Page and Tile. So the column dimension then I want to group, there will be Business Group. And select OK. So as you can see, the repeated contents are available. And as I want to see Business Group name being repeated, it is best practice then to bring in our Business Group again, so as that the name is displayed. The way in which I want the data displayed then will be a chart, and for now I'm going to leave it a bar chart. So I want to see each revenue over time of that business group. So let's bring in our facts and dimension. Let's place revenue there and our year along the bottom. As I've said, I want to enable the stoplight feature. So please ensure that your tile that you're editing is selected to enable to view the stoplight feature. And as you can see, the tile tab has appeared and our stoplight feature. So let's click on this. You can compare against 3 different types: values comparison, achievement percentage and growth percentage. For this example, I'm going to leave it with values no comparison. And what I want to measure is the revenue. And I want to calculate the sum of the revenue. You can choose the following as well: count, count distinct, average, maximum or minimum. And then you want to set your threshold values. So let's select them at 100 and 200. Once this is completed, select OK. So at this stage you may want to see what then the tile page looks like. Again, click Save and Preview. Navigate to your menu page and the new page then which you've created. As you can see then, our data is being repeated. We have each business group name and the graph. The eye icon in the top right hand corner shows you the data ranges in which everything is set against. So I want to add a subpage to this page. To do so, click onto the Edit Layout and back to the page then, our tile page. So let's go to Insert a New Subpage. Same with placing in a new page, only at the bottom we're going to select Subpage, and for this I'm going to select 2 rows. So the purpose of this subpage then will be to show the organisation name and the details with each organisation associated to that business group. So I just want to see a simple table, each organisation and the revenue. Scrolling down to our second row cell, please ensure that you're clicked within it, and I want to see a chart. However, I think I will choose pie chart for this. And again, I want to see our organisation name and the total revenue. Please click on Save. I also want to point out each page is named page 1, 2 and 3, however you can change these. and you can do so by double clicking. So for now I'm just going to name them in the features I've placed in. However, normal naming conventions and appropriate names shall be used whenever developing for your client or for your company. And save once again. So now we've included our sub page, we want to see what it actually looks like. So let's hit preview. And from our menu you can see then all the names have changed. So scrolling down, if a user wanted to see why a business group is amber, they can do so by clicking on the graph or the tile itself. And here they can see the organisations associated to each business group, how much is made within the pie chart, and again with the table. To go back then to view more information, the user simply selects back. Let's add another page. The next page I want to show you is our accordion page. And there are two ways of entering an accordion page in. One is simply placing in a blank page and then from our menu dragging in accordion, or selecting accordion. Either way you will be asked to select the column that you want to group. For this example I'm going to choose organisation name. And what I want to aggregate then is the sum of the total revenue associated to each organisation. And select OK. So as you can see then we have our expandable and collapsible groups for each organisation. And what I want to display when the user opens and closes these is a chart. So what I want to see then is the revenue over time. So again, let's drag and drop in our chart and place in our dimensions and facts. So that's the year and the total revenue for each organisation. And select save. So I want to include then a tile page of the accordion page, and the purpose of this sub page then will be to group all the sales reps associated to each organisation. So again, same with the last sub page, go to insert, new page, and for this I'm going to select blank. I want to just bring in a simple table and to show the revenue for each sales rep. So let's again bring in our dimensions and facts. So here we have our sales rep and our total revenue. By clicking on the column then we can apply different formats. So we can apply a sort and a conditional format. I want to apply some conditional formatting. So to do so, click on highlight, ensure that the total revenue then is selected and then that it is less than or equal to, and then you select your background colours. So for this example I'm going to select 5.99 and our background colour then shall be red, and select OK. And as you can see each will start to change. If I wanted something to be between, then I select is between 6.00 and between then 15.99, and our background colour shall be amber. As nothing has changed, we can change the data range. So to do so, go to manage format, highlight the one you want to change and click on the pencil to edit. So let's change this to 35 so we can fully capture some data. and select OK. As you can see, it has changed colour. And the final one I want to add then is greater than 35 is, sorry, I want to select greater than or equal to 35.99, and I want to select the background colour to be green. So as you can see, now it has changed. Another feature which I've previously mentioned is our link feature. And our link feature enables the user to click on a column that will take them to either a web page, an email, phone or SMS. So ensure your column is selected and click on link. You can select then again from the following drop down. For now I'm not going to enable this, however in another tablet app I will demonstrate to you. I can show you this feature enabled. So let's hit save and see what our app looks like. For our menu and organisation name. And here you can see each organisation name and how much was made. So let's go down into the graph. And here you can see then each sales rep. As I've mentioned, you can enable the link then, but I will demonstrate this with a different app. Our final page then I want to show you is data fields and frames. So again, let's go to our insert, new page, and for this we're going to select blank. Data fields and frames are a good way to show precise data side by side without the need for showing any graphs, and it just helps users to see exact figures without having the need to look through any bar charts or tables. So I want to show all the organisation names. So for this I'm going to select a tile. I'm going to select then organisation, select OK. Again, let's bring in our organisation name so that the repeated content of the organisation is shown, displayed, sorry. So what I want to do then is go to insert, and here we have frame. So then you'll be asked how many rows and columns you want. For this example I want to see the year in revenue, so we need to have 2 rows and 2 columns. The reason I want 2 columns is because I want to insert a text field displaying just the name of year and the name of total revenue. So select OK. So again, let's go to insert, bring in our text field and double click. And our total revenue then. And let's bring in our dimensions and facts then. Again, simply dragging and dropping in. To view then the data, just select save and preview. So I'll navigate to our new page. It may take some time when placing a new page for each feature to come up. As you can see, there's a lot of organisations and a lot of years. So I want to place in a filter that just shows the year 2007. So let's go back to edit layout. And go to our page then we want to apply a filter to. So selecting on the year dimension or within the whole table itself, you can add a filter and you can then select what you want to filter. So year is equal to 2007. Oh. And OK. Let's click on save and preview it now. So hopefully each organisation will only display the revenue for the year 2007. As you can see, it has worked. Now we've completed the overall look and how many pages we want, we can publish our app. This means then that users can subscribe to your app, and I will explain about our apps library momentarily once I take you through another app I've already designed and published for you guys. So once you're happy, double click save and then publish. So select next, and then as it is a new app, you want to ensure that this is a new app, or if you're making changes to an app that you've already created, please choose this option. So here we have our title and we want to place in an image, so I'm just going to place in our peak logo and click open and upload. Once you've completed this, select next, and you'll be prompted with a window saying that your app is valid, and then please publish. So select publish. This then will appear in your apps library. As I've mentioned, I've already created another app for you, so I want to take you through the tablet app, and I can also show you then the link feature enabled. Also want to show you the size of the tablet app available, and I've also chosen a black background so you can get a general look and feel for each mobile and tablet. So here we have a bigger screen. As you can see, we've placed in our text and our images. Again, the menu button is now located along the top left hand corner, and I've just added the same features in that we have placed in. So we go along to our table, pivot table, filter and charts. We've placed these within the same page as it is bigger. We've also formatted text, so we've changed the fonts, applied styling. Even within our pivot table, if you navigate down, certain things are highlighted so you can see the difference. If you select then again our filter, both the table and the pivot table is updated within the same page. Again, our tiles. We also have our information icon up here. Again, if you click on it, you can disappear. Our drill downs. You can see higher levels of detailed information, and also we've placed in titles and headers for each graph so you can view what you're looking at. So here we have our accordions. We've applied some conditional formatting on the revenue so you can see what areas are performing well and which areas aren't performing well. So our link enable feature then, if you drill down into the graph, and here you can view the sales rep. So by clicking on Miss Catherine Blake, the user will be directed to their email. And here you can ask then why certain figures are the way they are. The only disadvantage then with the tablet app is that you can't enable a phone or an SMS as it is not a phone app, but you can use either web page or email. So going back to our apps library, I just want to describe essentially what it is. So the apps library is where users can view, manage and subscribe to published apps from their mobile devices. When the users navigate to the apps library, a URL from their browser will appear, and they can choose to either subscribe to the apps they have permissions to access to. So if a user wanted to access the apps library, they can do so by clicking on Home, and along the left hand side select Mobile Apps Library within the Browse section, and here the new window will be open. So what you are seeing is the user's My Apps library. They have tablet and phone apps. However, if they wanted to subscribe to a new app, they can do so by clicking in the top left hand corner of Library. And here you can see what apps are available. So here is our app that we have created and the other apps available. So let's click this one to subscribe. So the user simply clicks on the image and then subscribe. The user is then taken back to their own My Apps library section, and they can see their new app available within their either phone or tablet app. If a user had subscribed to an app and the master copy of that app was updated, a user then would be prompted with a notification then to update their new app within their app library, as then it would be considered out of date. Thank you for listening. That concludes our presentation. If you have any questions or queries, please get in touch with inquiries@peakindicators.com. Thank you.